so today is going to be the first tasting of my Rye IPA. This is version 1. Now, I did go online, I looked up some rye recipes. I'll put a link down below of the one that I started with. But I don't know why, I just wanted to make some Rye IPAs. They sounded good, so that's what I did. So this first batch is technically taking the recipe I found, modifying it down to a 1.25 gallon batch going into the carboy, and then I changed hops and some malts in batches before. Now, I did do a video, I put that out, of how I made all these batches, and that's pretty much the same for all of them. Again, these are small batches, they're not 5 gallon. When we find one that I really like, I probably will make a 5 gallon batch, but for right now, let's change some malts, change some hops, and see what we can get. So for this one, 2 pounds, 1 ounce of pale malt, 5.5 ounces of caramel malt, Cara malt, 5.5 ounces of rye malt, 3.7 ounces of flaked rye. Then for the boil, this is an hour boil. 0.28 ounces of Centennial at 60 minutes, 0.28 ounces of Centennial at 5, 0.28 ounces of Chinook at 5 minutes. Left. Then for the dry hop, 3 days into fermentation, 0.25 ounces of Centennial for 7 days, 0.12 ounces of Chinook for 7 days, then 0.12 ounces of Amarillo for 7 days. So 3 days into dry hopping, put all that in there for 7 days. That would be 10, and then bottle it. On this one, I did use USO5 yeast. The main the main recipe that I used did call for Simcoe, and I thought I had a pound, but I didn't, so I did change that to Amarillo. Bottled on 410. This came out to be 8.64% ABV. Beersmith wanted this at 6.4%, so we're about 2 points over. Then for IBUs, 62.6. I don't know why I'm so excited about this. I wanted to go over the hops just so you know what I have. So the Centennial Super Cascade, from my notes on the package or a website, earthy floral elements of citrus, Chinook, pine-like and spicy. I think that spiciness will obviously go good with the rye. Robust flavors of grapefruit coming out of the Chinook. Now, I do make a Chinook, all Chinook IPA, and that grapefruit citrus is what I got out of that. Amarillo, big orange, sweet citrus flavor, citrus-like, more orange than grapefruit floral. So let's go ahead and get this open and see what we think. This has been in the bottle for 30 days. Good hiss, good smoke coming off. I actually just put these bottles, I got 2 of them, Rye 1 and Rye 2. I put them in there this morning about 7 o'clock, and now it's a little after 3:30, so they might not be the coldest, but I can't wait any longer. Good pour. Color looks spot on from what Beersmith is showing. I'm thinking that rye is going to be a little spicy, that Chinook's going to bring it. We're probably going to get more citrus, I believe, than anything out of this. I do taste them when they're coming out of the fermenter. They've all tasted kind of similar, but they should, because the grain bill is pretty much the same all the way through. No head. Really, what I do have is off-white. Color, very orange, very hazy, almost not, I can make out the light box. I think it's actually the reflection of the other light box on there. now that I look at it. Yeah, deep burnt orange in color, very hazy. Let's go ahead and smell. Some citrus. There is a little spice. I do believe that is from the Chinook, not the rye. A little orange Amarillo, but yeah, like a citrus spice orange. Maybe a little bit of sweetness. It's weird because it's up over 8%, so you're probably talking a double rye IPA at this point. Um, I'm surprised I'm not getting more. I was thinking it would have more spice from the flaked rye and the rye malt in there. But yeah, citrus, spicy orange. That spice is low, so it's like that citrus, then a sweeter orange that I'm picking up first with that spiciness in the back. Smells good. It smells like a smash beer, like our Marisot or Amarillo smash beer. That citrus quality that I got out of that is what I'm picking up out of this. Let's go ahead and taste. You get some of that pininess with the citrus up front. As it's going back, you do get that spiciness. And the first thing that popped into my head was the Chinook. I believe it's coming from the rye malt and um, not the hop per se. There's a good amount of bitterness in the back. It does build in the aftertaste. It's to me, it's a little undercarbed as I burp. Thicker beer, medium, pretty smooth. It almost tastes like it needs more. It needs that sugar to be drawn out to lighten up the body just a tiny bit. Because I mean, I can see those bubbles coming up, but it does. It's almost like it's not carbonated enough yet. Like maybe 45 days instead of 30. But it's got a nice spicy kick to it. Obviously, the mixture of the rye and the Chinook, I think, brings it out. I'm kind of surprised more citrus isn't in this, with the Centennial and Amarillo being more citrus forward. That level of rye really comes through, really dominates. In some to come, I did take the caramel out and I put in white wheat to see what that would do. Because I don't know what that's adding. Yes, it could be just for color, really, because I'm not getting a pronounced toasted malt, anything like that, as the caramel is a 35 SRM. So you would think you would be getting that, but that rye does that. The spiciness from that rye and that Chinook does keep building, like it's all over. No alcohol taste whatsoever. Good amount of bitterness. I would say around 60. If anything, maybe 70, just because of that spiciness that you're getting. And some of that bitterness could be more spice than bitterness in there. But overall, I would definitely drink more. I would definitely make more. But first, we have to try all the other ones. So let me know if you guys have any comments below. But so far, at least Rye 1 is a success. If you enjoyed this video, check some more homebrew videos out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.